I am not changing my diagnosis. I am going to keep it as being my type 1, which is PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And the reason why is because all of the symptoms this week as well correlate with having PCOS. The first one is the increased production of reactive oxygen species. With PCOS, they have a increased oxidation level of stress as well. And one of the symptoms that comes along with that is that it's infertility, and which is a big symptom that goes with PCOS is infertility. With the tissue and plasma enzyme, there is an increased lactate. From what I can see here, the increased lactate does come from, which I thought was very different, because when I looked up to see if some of the patients for PCOS had increased lactate acid, one of the things that I found was that it was found in people with PCOS, but it was found with people with PCOS that were not obese. So that is one of the symptoms that comes with having PCOS but not having that weight issue. And the last thing that I did see on here was the alopecia and the darkening of the skin. That I can attest to, because having the darkening around the neck area and some underarm area is something that a lot of PCOS patients have from the inflammation. It can decrease as they lose weight, but it is a chance that it doesn't go away fully. But as the inflammation goes down under the arm area and in the neck area, you do lose some of that discoloration. Another thing is the alopecia, which PCOS patients have as well, because they have hair loss. I could take my bonnet off and show you guys my darkening of the skin and my hair loss, but I'm not going to do that on camera. But it is symptoms of having PCOS. I do believe that is a mixture of acute and chronic illness condition, because it is acute because it happens right away. Most people that have PCOS, once they get it, it comes on fast because you already have those irregular periods. Once you get those irregular periods, most things start coming on eventually. So I do believe it's acute because it's not something that you can gradually catch, something that can gradually happen to you is having PCOS, but it is chronic because it seems as if when you have one of the symptoms, more symptoms start to come along. So it does seem chronic. I believe it's more chronic than acute, but I would go more towards chronic, because once you start having some of those symptoms, more symptoms start to come along as well. But they all do come on along for me at once, so I do see that. I do believe that it is an autoimmune tendency, because I do believe that, but for most people who have PCOS, from what I've seen, there has been some correlation with their family members having it as well. But most people do not speak about having fertility and hormone issues, so it is very unknown. I know I speak about a lot of this for myself, and it's hard to speak with other females about their fertility issues, and it's hard for some people to admit that they have fertility or a hormone imbalance, because there's so many ways that you can cover it up, such as waxing or dieting, or you can really tell by looking at someone to know that they have PCOS. You would have to ask them questions, to probe and see if PCOS is what's causing their symptoms. All right. So I did get my information from NCBI, I also got the information from PCOSAA.org, and I got it from the two of the NCBIs. Thank you.